Alright, everybody. It was a whopping like 90 some degrees today. It was super hot. But we got a lot done. So Stefan finished working on some stuff with the house to finalize that sale. Closing date should be, I think, around Thursday of next week. So we're about a week out from closing on the house, and we've made some really good progress inside the house. We had been camped and docked about 15 minutes north of town at a little free campground, but it's an awesome free campground with like electrical hookups and water available, and then tons of playgrounds all around it and shade, and it's an awesome little playground. So we're docked up there, but it was getting to be Memorial Weekend, and so it was really filling up and just, I don't know, getting chock full of people. So we thought we would come back here to the house and just get some stuff done around here, and not have to drive back and forth. So we got a lot done, and I'm going to show you that. This has been obviously a huge process. If you have gone through it, you know how hard it is to downsize. Not hard, I mean, for some it's hard to give stuff away. For us, it wasn't. I probably give too much stuff away, but hard is in just like, you feel like you're almost done, and then you find like 10 more bags of stuff or whatever that you have to figure out. So here is where we're at so far. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around, and then we'll just give you a little lowdown. We did end up getting a storage unit, so we will have our travel trailer, our large, we got a 15 passenger van, but it's only has like one row of seats and two bucket seats. Well, driver, passenger, and then a row of seats, and then two bucket seats behind that. So the whole back end is all cleared out, and so that will be storage as well. We want to keep that kind of open so we can put like our outdoor storage in it, just because it'd be easier. Excuse me. Yeah, in and out of there rather than in and out of the camper. And so we have those two things for storage. We are keeping our minivan, and we have a place where we can park it, and so that we can put some storage in there. And those things were going to be the things that we feel we'll want like right away when we get back here in the fall, like some of the next size up warmer clothes for our kids, or next size up shoes and things like that I don't want to go digging through a storage unit for, or like different toys and books, basic little things. And then we did get a storage unit because we weren't going to, when we were looking at like, oh, if all I'm doing it for is to have this chair, well, I could replace that chair in like 3 months of paying for a storage unit, which was true. But then when we added up all of those big purchases, like, as long as we have a storage unit for like 3 years, it won't pay for all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of our, when we bought this house and we were doing a lot of projects on this house, we would buy the tools instead of rent them, with the intent that we would redo another house in the future. And so because of that, we do have a lot of tools. We have a lot of things that, we would buy the nicer thing first, so that we had the nicer one as we went along. And so there's just a lot of things about that. So we did get a storage unit. And so those are the 3 things that we have to put stuff into. So I'm going to show you where we're at with the house. And we're going to... Hi, baby.
Who are you talking to?
Our friends. Stefan's going to take a shower because he's been in a hole all day.
I like to play in holes.
He's been working on the egress window that we had to get done before closing. And so, yeah, so we're going to show you the house and where we're at, and just kind of what we've been doing and how we did all of this, I guess. So I'm going to start just by turning you around. All right, so this obviously was easy. This initially had all of like our kids' toys, craft stuff on the top, the girls' toys usually in the middle, so Judah couldn't get to it, and then like puzzles, and then books at the very bottom. And then this had a lot of Judah's toys in it. So this was all toys. That was one of the first things to go. And then, so this is the girls' room, and that's completely empty except for one mattress with a sheet on it, that one of the girls is on. I don't remember who. And then we have a gymnastics mat laid out that the other girl is on. The closet's completely empty. Everything else is empty. The walls are empty. That's all that's in that room. This was our linen closet. That closet is completely empty. So how I kind of did this is I worked from the outside in. So I would clear out one room entirely so I could just shut the door and be done with it. Have all this stuff out here so I could visually see how much I had to go through, what I had to downsize, and then I would go about organizing it into my piles. And then same thing with this closet. I just emptied it, had it all out here so I could see it. I could see how many towels I had, how many sheets, and decide how many I needed to keep or get rid of. And so we still have to do that to our room, but other than that, that's done. So as you can see, this is all pretty much empty. I guess one thing on the wall there to take down. So I'm going to walk over this way. This couch is actually staying with the house, so that's really nice. This is going back to my friend. This pile here is a trash pile. And then we kind of have just random stuff around, but I know where it all goes. Like this, the girls got out. That shouldn't be out right now. But like this coat, actually I'm gonna do it right now while I'm talking to you. That's trash. I have tons of these little like storage things, and I'm just kind of keeping them until I feel like we're organized really well. This is my coat, and that actually has to go. So here's piles over here. So this pile here is like a Goodwill pile, or a donate pile. It's just got shoes and coats and some house decor things and all of that. And then this pile here is like a storage pile, whether like that one will probably go in the minivan because it has a lot of our winter coats in it. And then again, just a bunch of storage bins that I have. So I'm going to go back and show you. So we have a trash pile that I'm trying to get rid of, but my kids don't want me to. This here is storage, and that storage that just has like our keepsake stuff in it. This I'm going to try to fit in the camper if I can make room. So you can see it's pretty emptied out there. There's just, obviously I was sweeping, trash pile. So here's just all trash. I'm going to pick that all up today. This here I just cleaned out. Goes to Goodwill. This we were going to keep. So typically I would have sold this, but since we decided to get the storage unit for our bigger items, I've been able to keep some of the smaller items too. That'll be nice to have for this fall. So that's it. This is, like I said, just kind of trash I have to clean up. Oh my goodness. Clearly I didn't do a good job here. Okay, and then on the couch, this is just our last bit of stuff that needs to go into the camper. Some decorative stuff, if I can get it on the walls. I think there's some light jackets in there, some more of my clothes that never made it. I don't even know what else is in here. Oh, this is like office stuff, like glue and scissors. Whatnot. This is, again, just another storage thing. Might not end up using it, but I'm not getting rid of any, like, storage things yet. In fact, in our camper, like, on our bed is just full of different size storage containers because I don't want to have to go out and buy more. There's just some extra washcloths. And these things, well, these things down here are going in the van so that the girls have stuff to do. All right, that goes there. Anyway, so that's it. And then this is a pile for the camper. I haven't decided what to do with my picnic basket yet, but this is a pile for the camper. So my sewing machine, some extra shoes, extra rain jackets and coats, lights, outdoor lights. Not too much, just a little pile there. And that's it, I think. So that's what I did, is I would just kind of bring everything to the middle and spread it out. And obviously it's a little bit crazy because my kids still play with stuff and I have to kind of allow them to a certain extent. But yeah, that's it. But then if you go in the kitchen, a while back, here's a tote that's going in the van. Excuse me, cat. So like all these are all empty. Oh, I guess there's some bug repellent up there. You know, all of our lower cupboards are all empty. There, I actually had another tote for that. That's like our, whatchamacallit. I don't even know what I'm saying. Play-Doh. Okay, so this is what we're using. I need to turn the light on or you're not going to see anything. Okay, sorry. Got a little crazy. So, this is like the few dishes that we're using now, but a lot of this we're just going to get rid of when we go because it's all glass. But it works for now, except for like the travel mugs we'll take with us. Anyway, and then here's just some food. I cleaned a lot of it out, but here's just a little bit that's kind of left as we're living in between the camper and here. But then all of these top drawers are pretty much empty. Let's see, I think this stuff I just didn't decide if I needed it or not, but that's all that's in there. I think this one's empty. Yep. And then this one has a lot of like glass storage, and I just haven't decided or figured out if I want to deal with glass or if I want to get a different type of storage. So that's that. I think this is pretty much empty. Yeah, just a few things here and there. So obviously I have to go and do a little bit of cleaning. This actually I'm just throwing all of that. I just haven't got around to it. But empty. So I would go through and I would just empty everything out. Like I said, pull it to the middle and then decide where it goes. And I did for a while have like priority, like if there's enough storage, we'll keep this. But if not, that can be something that we get rid of. But since just today, we decided to do the storage unit. And so since we did that, I felt like some of those things that I was on the fence about, like I might as well keep at this point. And then who knows, maybe when we come back this way this fall, maybe we will just reevaluate or go through some of that and get rid of more, or keep it, because honestly, it's not that expensive. It's our friend's storage unit and it's a pretty big size. So I think we only have like maybe a quarter of it full, if that. So no big deal. That's where we're at. We are downsizing. We are getting ready. About a week left and we should be fully on the road. I'm so excited. Every time we go, I'm kind of echoing right now because there's nothing in the house. It's kind of funny and my kids are asleep. But anytime we go and sleep in the camper, or even like now, it's parked in front of our house and the girls are so excited and they get so upset when we have to, they get so upset when we have to leave and when we, just when we aren't able to stay. They are loving it. Even though we're here at the house, they want to sleep in the camper, which we probably could. It would be fine. It might even be easier because, we go out there in the mornings to get dressed and to get our toothbrushes because literally everything is going out there. I'm not keeping any stuff that we need in the house right now because we need to clear out the house. So, it probably would be easier to just sleep out there. But being that it's on the side of the road, I don't know. We weren't too comfortable with that, in case a car didn't see it or someone hit it or something. But yeah, so that's where we're at, a week away. Our goal is actually to be out of the house 100% by the end of this weekend. So fingers crossed, hopefully we make it. And then we have a couple different places we can park at while we're waiting on closing. And then we'll be here for about 10 days after we close on the house, just kind of hanging out with friends and enjoying some summer time with friends here and going to the pool and stuff like that. We're doing my daughter's birthday party with her friends, and so we just wanted to be here for that so they didn't miss out on that, and we wanted to see our friends too and enjoy some time with them. And then we'll be taking off and heading out wherever we end up, so it'll be fun. Obviously we'll keep you updated and take you along with. Good luck if you yourself are downsizing. If you have any good tips, feel free to share them below. I'll do a more formal video with the tips that we have come across and the things that we have come across that have helped when it comes to downsizing. To be honest, they probably won't be that profound, but it's always good to get other people's perspective when it comes to downsizing and how to do it. So that is where we are at. That is our progress. Subscribe, like this video, and we will see you all next time. Bye!